When you look at the historical timeline of polio, what do you think caused it to go to essentially not be a problem anymore?
Okay.
You don't think vaccinations had anything to do with that?
Well, it's not what I think, because that's the thing. Like, look, when I got into this, I didn't say, oh, I want to argue that vaccines are great. I said, look, I don't care. I didn't have skin in the game. I didn't have vaccine-injured kids. I couldn't have cared less about it, essentially, except that it was something in front of me and it didn't make sense. So I thought, wherever the truth falls, that's what I'm going to talk about. So what I say is that what the facts line up to show you is that polio is still here. Polio is still alive and well. Polio is called different things today, whereas back in the 1940s, 1950s, the criteria for diagnosing polio were completely different to the year that the vaccine was introduced. The playing field, the goalposts, everything was changed, so that despite the fact that there was more paralytic polio in the years after that vaccine was introduced, they were able to show a complete cascading drop of paralytic polio simply because of the way they changed the definitions of what polio is.
You also, I wouldn't demand this on like an ordinary debate because I'm not an asshole. But for shows like this, if a person is coming on claiming to be expertised and claiming to like have an opinion that is contradictory to the entire field, but they're correct for some reason, you should have studies that you can cite that can demonstrate this. It shouldn't just be her just rattling this off. You should have like names, academic institutions, and particular papers, even if you have to write it down beforehand, because you're giving advice that is flying wildly contrary to what most people believe and what the field believes. You should be able to cite something there. If you're citing credentials, then use your credentials. Like, demonstrate that your credentials matter. Your credential because you know how to research, because you know how to gather this information, everything else, right?